Hey-o. Sup, y'all? What's up, everybody? Camera crew. Hey. We'll start in about a minute. In terms of equipment, I got my soup cans again. It sounds so weird saying that, but I got my soup cans. We are doing primarily upper body focus today. It's kind of a split between back and so pulling and pressing. Yesterday we did pretty much all the lower body. So that's what we're doing. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Happy to teach it. Make sure you tell my boss that. Just kidding. You don't have to do that. I'm joking. His name is Matt Newman. Here's his email. Thank you. We have 35 people. Cool. I pinned my video.
Yeah, maybe the volume.
All right. Hello. All right, people, let's get started. Okay, so like I mentioned, we are doing primarily upper body, so that's what we're going to warm up. Uh-oh. Am I back? Am I live? Am I back? Okay, I think I'm back. All right, I froze there. Okay, let's start. Bring the hands over the chest. You know the drill for upper body. That's what we're getting warm here. So if we'll go for about 30 seconds. So like I mentioned, I've kind of got the workout split into pressing and then into pulling sections. I was thinking about doing half and half, but I might just change my mind and just do one and then the other. So we'll see. But I was thinking about keeping the Thursday class, the total body class, as more of a cardio-based day. I mean, there's definitely still some resistance training in there, but a little bit more of a cardio focus. So if you have thoughts on that, let me know. Arms up and down, nice and loose. And we are doing lots of pressing here today, so we got to get the shoulders warm. Otherwise, you're not going to be moving too much or too well. Yep, looks good, everybody. All right, shoulder circles, moving backwards. Start with small circles here. Think about the length of the arms. I'm not too concerned about the size. I just want you to think reaching out nice and long. Take it forward. Bigger circles going backwards. Why is this burning already? Oh no. Take it forward a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling a burn in here. Nice. You're gonna just loosen up the neck a little bit. So I'm gonna do big neck circles. Okay. So I'm really exaggerating it, and I'm not moving too fast through these. Okay, but I'm going one direction now. Don't be surprised if you feel a little popping, a little cracking, right? All that is fine as long as there's no pain associated with it, right? If you're doing these and you hear a pop and then you're like, wow, that really hurt. That's very different, okay? That feels kind of nice. All right, you're gonna look over your shoulder like you're looking at someone behind you, and then behind your shoulder on the left side. If one feels a little tighter than the other, you can spend a little bit more time there. But these are dynamic, not static stretches, so you don't want to spend 30 seconds here, right? We're just a couple extra seconds on each is fine. And we're going to go chin to the chest, head up, chin to the chest, head up. About 15 more seconds here. Couple more. And last one. We're going to go into a shoulder shrug. So you're going to pull your shoulders up towards your ears and then down. So you're really dropping them at the bottom. Pull the shoulders to the ears. Again, it's not the ears to the shoulders. Big lift. Down with control. About 15 more seconds here. So if you came in a little late, we're doing primarily upper body work today in terms of equipment. I got my table here, and then I just grabbed soup cans because I have them. But that's not, you don't need soup cans, obviously. But if you have weights, great. You should use them if you have them. Cool beans. Grab a sip of water if you have it. I'm just constantly thirsty. All right, so we are going to head to the floor. We're going to start with push-ups, of course. My favorite exercise. How can you not love them? And we're just going to think about reps for this first round through of some of these movements. So we're just going to do 10 reps here. Okay, so do try to follow my count. All right, and you're going to try to match my tempo. So this first round through, We're gonna go a little faster than I normally do. Normally it's almost a 3-4 second lowering, but we're gonna move a little faster on this first set through. Okay, for all these push-up variations, drop to your knees if you need a little assist. Okay, 10 push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, try to match that pace. 3, 4, looks good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy peasy, right? Okay, that's the workout. Great job today. So let's go through all the pushing stuff. We'll get all that, we'll burn it all out and get it out all the way. And then we'll get into our pulling. All right, so next up, I'm gonna go to an incline push-up. We're still sticking to that 10 rep theme. So I'm gonna grab my table, all right? If you don't have something to put your weight against, you can just do it flat on the floor, that's fine. But most people should have something a little bit higher, okay? So I'm gonna use this table, again, 10 reps, try to match my pace. So again, a little faster, all right? Starting at 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Take a little break. Whoa. All right, next up, we are going to go into our close grip push-ups. We're going to shoot for 10 here. Some of these, the more difficult push-up variations, we're going to be struggling to get to 10. So drop to your knees if you feel like you can't get there, okay? Because 10 close grip is it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you're doing it, okay? So close grip on the push-up, that is going to be your hands. We're not going into a diamond. I don't recommend jumping into that. I don't think we're loose enough for that. So keep your hands by your side, and then when you lower on the push-up, keep your elbows in, okay? So it really helps isolate the triceps, okay? 10 reps. Let's do it, folks. Again, try to match my pace on these. Probably gonna go a little slower here. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those elbows in. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and last one. 10. Woo. And relax. Nice job, everybody. Little break. Woo. So on Thursday's class, since we did a cardio day, there were very few breaks in there, and the breaks that were there were very short. Today we get a little bit longer breaks. So deep breaths, because I want really quality reps. Woo. Okay, next up we're going to go into a wider stance with the hands, okay? So I'll give you a couple options. You can just go, right, traditional push-up is about shoulder width. If you want to go wider than shoulder, you can also, if you really want to make it a challenge, widen it more and really turn your wrists out. Okay, so if you've never done that, you can play around with that. I'm just going to stick to the wider one. Okay, but we are going to do 10 reps here again. Same speed as before. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and last one. 10. Nice job. So hopefully you're feeling the differences of where you're working on your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps throughout. Just simple things, just changing where your hands go. Right? Whew. Next up, we are going to do shoulder taps. So there's not going to be any, not going to be any push-up in here. So we're going to be in high plank, and we're just going to tap the opposite shoulder. Okay? I'm going to time this one, because 10 reps will just be done. Okay? So we'll go for 30 seconds here. So we're going to be in high plank position. Again, you're tapping the opposite shoulder, trying to control the hips. Okay? 30 seconds. Let's go. And I'm not going super quick on this. However, since this is timed, you can play around with that. If you want to go fast, if you want to go slow, if you want to just hold a high plank, you can. But try to control the hip sway. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of some movement in the hips, but try to control that as best as possible. Five seconds. Time. Nice job. All right. Take a little break, and we're going to go into 2 more variations that are not super fun. We're going to do decline, and then we're going to do judo push-ups, whatever you want to call it. So for these, because they are quite a bit more intense, we'll do 5 reps. But when we go through the second round, we'll try to hit 10. Okay. Stay over there. What are you doing? I'm talking to my cat, if you don't know who I'm talking to. Sorry. Okay, so 5 reps here. So for this one, I'm going to put my feet up on top of the table. So quite a bit harder because the range of motion is dramatically increased. Okay, so feet up. 5 reps, slow and control. Try to match my pace. Here we go. 1. 2. 4, and last one. And relax. Whew. So if you've never done those before, I'm sure you felt a major difference on those. This one, it's helpful for me to have the camera because what I was noticing is my butt was staying behind, so I had to tilt my pelvis down. So you're trying to keep as flat as a line as possible. Anyway, next up, let me move this. We're going to do our judo push-ups. So this is, I would say, the hardest one. Again, we're only going to do 5 reps. So for this position, my hands are pretty close. All right, they're not touching, but they are almost in that diamond shape. And I'm going to raise my booty in the air, basically downward dog. I'm going to tuck my chin to my chest, and I'm basically going to push up, bring my head to the floor, don't hit the floor, and back up. Okay, so I'll demonstrate one here. Okay, so we're going to do 5 there. These are pretty brutal. All right, 5 reps. Try to match my tempo again. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. 5. Woo. Oh my God. Those ones can be a little, I think freaky is a good word. It can be a little restrictive on your breathing. Sometimes it can make some people dizzy. Whoa, cat, or is that a dog? What is that? I think it's a dog. No, it's a cat. So I understand if that's the one where you're like, oh shit, I need a break from this, or it's a little too intense. Anywho, we're gonna hit the triceps. Sorry for swearing. Whoops. So we're gonna do several tricep exercises, probably about 4 or 5. So we're gonna start in our diamond position. So the hands do touch on this one. Most of you that are here today have done this before. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend back at my elbows, low as I comfortably can, and then I press and I completely lock the arms out. Okay? So I sit up nice and tall, bend at the elbows, press. Okay, so again, on this one, I am locking the arms out. So I'm really driving my wrist through the floor here. Okay, so again, we're going to stick to 10 reps, starting right now. Let's go. 1, 2, and you're trying to gradually get a little lower each time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and last one, 10. Nice job, everybody. Should be burning quite a bit here, right? You just did 9 million push-ups, so your triceps are very active during all of those things. So as we move through these, don't be surprised if you are getting to the point of almost failure on some of these movements. So next up, we're going into our body weight dips. So as always, hand placement. If you want to go, you can go either way with the wrists. It's really up to you and it's based on comfort. Okay, hips up, just gonna bend at the elbows and then press. That's it. Okay, 10 reps here, starting now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, my triceps. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and last one. 10. Nice job. 2 more tricep exercises. We're going to head up to the table, and I'm going to do a more traditional dip. Okay. And again, oops. Oh, I forgot to hit start on my timer. Damn it. Don't you hate when you do that? Forgot to hit start on your workout. Anyway, we're going to do traditional day from whatever you're doing it on, and 10 reps. Okay, here we go. 1. So obviously a little bit harder than the floor here. If you didn't range of motion. 5 more. Probably feeling this deeper into the chest and shoulders, as well as the triceps. 3 more. 1, 2, and last one. Whoa, 3. Oh. Good job, everybody. Sorry about the internet. It's being kind of fussy today. Okay, and next one. We're going to do our half cobras. So we're going to be flat on the tummy. Okay, so I'm going to lay on my stomach. My hands are going to be down by my chest, pretty much under my chest, right? And now from here, legs and hips stay flat. I press up halfway. Well, that's not halfway. Halfway. And then you come back down. Okay, so this one, instead of locking out, we come up halfway. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. Down slow. 2. Keep that tension in the arms. There's no rest point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and last one, lock out on this one, 10. Oh, I'm gonna grab my Amy's Thai curry sweet potato lentils, brought to you by Amy's. It's just the soup that I had in the house. Again, these don't weigh much, maybe half a pound, but it is something, and it's what I got, so I'm gonna use it. Okay, so if you don't have anything around, no big deal. All things can be done body weight, right? So when we're doing our shoulder presses, at the speed that we're doing it, you'll still feel some burn there. Okay, so if you've got weights, great. If not, no big deal. Let me raise this a little bit, actually. And we're going to go into a lateral fly here for the shoulders. Okay, so again, I've got to bend at my elbows. And you can see I come up with my knuckles about nose level here, and then back down, right? And I'm not swinging, I'm not rocking up, okay? I'm staying low, it's nice and controlled, okay? We do 30 seconds of these movements, and then we're always gonna come back to the shoulder press in between. So my focus here is I'm really squeezing my shoulder blades together at the top. So for this one, we're working on the back of the shoulders and the upper back. A couple more seconds. And let's get one more. Keep it up at the top. We're going to go right into shoulder press. Up in 1, down in 1 for 30 seconds. Right, again, if you don't have weight, It's probably very easy at the start, but there's no rest between all these, so it's going to be very burny. 10 seconds. I am trying to drive up through the roof and I'm locking my arms out. Let's get one more. Nice. Bring your arms down between your legs here and you're going to raise into your Y position. Yeah, looks good. So it's thumbs up towards the roof. And again, I'm still staying in that bent knee, strong back position. And if you have heavier weights here, this is going to be brutal. Like I would say if you have anything more than 5 pounds, this is going to be tough. So these kind of movements I never really recommend. Like I see some people doing lateral flies with like 30 pounds. I'm like, what are you doing? That's just going to destroy your shoulder. So that's why we're doing these with lighter weights. Let's get one more. Back to our press. Let's go. So my arms are really never coming down here throughout. If you do have weights that are upwards of 5, 10, etc., then yeah, you can take little breaks in there because I don't expect you to be able to keep it up the whole time. Shoulders should be burning. One more. Take your arms out to the side, hold it. Again, if you've got weights, you might want to take a break in here. Yeah, I get it. Little circles. Remember when we warmed up with these and it was fun? Again, for the people with weights, please be careful doing this movement. Take it backwards. So when I go big circles, the people with weights are not going to do this with big circles. Stick to the small ones. Take it forward, big circles. Oh, God. Take it backwards. Shoulder press. Little break after this, and then we'll move on to your back. 10 seconds. Last one. Oh my God. Oh, good job, everybody. We are going to use the cans again, or whatever, again. But for now, we're going to flat on the stomach. We're going to think about the lower back to start, and then we'll work into mid back, upper back, etc. Okay? I don't particularly love being face down on the carpet because there's hair everywhere, but that's okay. It is what it is. There are worse things in the world. Anyway, sorry. We're going to lay flat on the stomach. You're going to keep your arms down by your side. And I'm just going to raise my upper back, my chest and shoulders off the ground. So my hips stay down on that movement, okay? So again, if you can see me, my chest and shoulders raise, and I'm really squeezing my shoulder blades together, and then I come back down. So hips are down. Okay, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. How long you hold is up to you. I'm going to do mine for about 2 to 3 seconds. And you should be really feeling this in the lower part of your back, and because we're squeezing the shoulder blades together, the upper back as well. So when you raise, I want you to really press the hands up through the roof. And let's get one more. Sweet, relax. Okay, now I'm going to raise my legs at the same time. So raise everything, legs are coming up as well, and then back down. Legs come off the floor, hips are still on the ground, obviously, and back down. You should be feeling this more in your hamstrings and your glutes now because the legs are lifting. And I still want you to have that squeeze of the shoulder blades and the triceps. Let's go one more. Woo. And relax. A couple more variations here. Next up, we're gonna bring the arms out to the side, okay? I'm going to rotate my thumbs up towards the roof. Can everyone see that? Can see me, right? Good. Okay, so I'm laying down with my thumbs up towards the roof. And I'm going to just lift my arms, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then down, okay? So I'm just rotating the thumbs up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Yep, and then back down. So everything is in this squeeze of the upper back. We all look like fish out of water. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's a great way to hit your back on a time when you don't have equipment, right? Back stuff can be tricky when you don't have equipment, hence this. Last one. Cool, arms out in front. We're gonna do opposite arm, opposite leg, Superman. So my head does raise. Right arm, left leg, back down. Right leg, left arm, back down. Nice. Think about the length, not necessarily the height. You're really reaching your leg and your arm as far forward and back as you can. One more on each. Sweet. And then the last thing we'll do from this position is just a traditional Superman. So that's arms out in front. We raise everything. Hold it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Back down. Okay? 30-second traditional Superman. Let's go. Try to keep your eyes forward. And we'll get one more here. And relax. Woo. Blah, blah. All right, we're gonna come to the feet. We're gonna grab our weights or whatever you have around. We're gonna do a couple more row variations here. Okay, so I'm gonna do a traditional bend over row. Okay, so I'm gonna bend my knees, push my butt back. My dumbbells are out in front. And I'm gonna pull towards my hips. Squeeze, okay? Major mistake in a lot of rows is that people load up on weight and then they just kind of do this, right? That's not a lat exercise anymore, okay? So to make sure we're working our lats, you need to pull by your hips, okay? So for people without weight, the focus is all on that squeeze of the shoulder blades, okay? So we're gonna go 10 reps here, slow and controlled. All right, let's go. 1, I have an itch. Oh, I can't get it. 2, 3. Nice strong back here, folks. Make sure you're not rounding. 4, 5. Nice, looking good. 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, and last one. 10. Nice job, everybody. Relax for a sec. We're gonna do a high row now. High row. All right, so I'm gonna turn my palms towards my body. I'm gonna be a little extra low on this one. So before I was up here, now my chest is pretty much facing the floor, okay? But I'm not here. You don't wanna fold your back. Shoulder blades together. From here, pull towards your chest. So we're thinking upper back here now, okay? 10 reps. Let's go. 1. Really listen to your lower back on this one. This one can certainly aggravate it if you're in this position for too long or with bad form. 3. Upper back. 4. Or if your legs are sore from yesterday. 5. Mine are. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9, and last one. 10. Nice job. We're going to lay on our back. We're going to do our bicep exercise. So I guess this isn't either a love or a hate kind of one. I love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. But remember, for this one, we're thinking biceps. So what we're doing is we're grabbing behind the knee here, and my legs are going to fight against my arms, basically. Okay, so I lift up. I'm going to pull in as much as I can with my arms and press out with my legs. Okay, if you're not doing that, you're just doing this. Whee! Right? So again, I'm trying to yank my legs in as hard as I can while my legs are fighting the opposite. Okay? Now I'll time this one because I think we're all going to have different tempos on this. So let's up it. Let's go for a minute on this movement. Okay? Let's go. Nice. Yeah, and if you have weights, just do bicep curls, you know? That works. That's probably what I would be doing. Yeah, biceps are definitely a tough movement and muscle group to work when you don't have equipment, but I found this movement to be extremely surprising how challenging it can be. But if you're getting the form down correctly, otherwise it's not hard, you know. Ooh, 30 seconds, what the hell? So for my folks, bicep curling, I want you guys to start going a little faster now. Yeah. So your tempo should be 1 and 1, up and 1, down and 1. Multitasking. And we'll get one more. Woo! All right. We're going to work the forearms a little bit here. So for the folks with the weights, you're going to hang on to those. We're going to just do wrist curls, okay? So what that looks like is I extend, and then I flex as hard as I can. Extend, flex, okay? So if I didn't have soup cans in my hand, I'd be crushing whatever I was holding. So if you have weights, you're really gripping onto those weights tight. And we're going to go a little faster for a minute. So it's extend and then flex. All right, your forearms should really be burning here. You'll get a nice little pump on those. Very important to be working these things, especially if we're home all day typing and on our phones. Grip strength is always good. It's easy to forget. And we're going to go a little faster. So 1 and 1. But I'm still squeezing with a lot of oomph. Couple more seconds. Time. Nice job. Let's take a little water break. We haven't done that. What time is it? How was it 5? How was it 5 after? How'd that happen? Well, we certainly can't get through everything again. So we'll go through the harder ones. But we do have one more exercise. Before we were supposed to run through them again. All right. We're going to do a push-up into a row. So we're kind of combining the elements of what we've done, right? Push and pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my push-up. As I come up, I'm going to row. Single arm row, back down. Single arm row on the other side, push-up. So it's push-up, row, row, push-up. Okay? Let's time this one. Let's go for a minute. A little bit longer, but whatever. Okay, folks. So again, it is push-up, row, row. Your vote. Here we go. All right, let's go. Can I put mine nice and slow? Now, when you go to do the row, it is very normal for your hips to be all over the place. So if you're struggling, widen your feet and make your leg a little bit easier. Because you want to keep your hips as neutral as, as possible. Oh. We've got 20 seconds. And let's get one more in. Row and row. Woo! Good job, y'all. My initial plan was to go through those again, but that's what happens when your timer doesn't work. So obviously we won't go through all those again. So I say we pick the toughies and do those again. Okay? Let's go right into, God, let's do the Cobras again. Those are brutal. Okay, so we are going to do 12 reps this time. So again, this is tricep isolation. Hands down by my chest, almost to my rib cage, right? Elbows in. This is where we do half reps. 12 total, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, don't be surprised if you find yourself not able to get up anymore, okay, or just totally burned out. 5, 7 more. 2 more. All the way up on the last. Nice. Good job, folks. Woo. All right. Next up, we're going to go into our, let's just do it. Decline push-ups. So that's feet on top of something. And we're going to try to hit 10 reps on these. Okay? So I'll give you the option if you want to do between, let's say 8 and 10, somewhere in there. Because I know these are very difficult. All right? But I'm going to shoot for 10. Decline push-ups. Trying to match my tempo here and my count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one, take it lower. 10. Jesus Christ. Whew. Good job, everybody. We'll go into dips next. And because we are trying to make these a little bit harder, we'll do 12 reps here. 2 extra reps might not seem like a lot, but right, it adds up. Okay. Tricep dips, 12 reps. Woo. Let's do it. 1. There's 5. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. Take it lower. 12. Whew. Nice job. We don't need this guy anymore. All right. And we will do one more exercise here, and then we will stretch. So I'm going to give you the option. You can do any of the push-up variations that we did. Wide, close, traditional, incline, decline. If you want to do another version, you certainly can. Try to pick the one that challenges you the most. Like so me, I'm going to go to the judo ones, and we're doing 10 reps there. Okay, so pick any of those push-up variations that we've done, 10 reps. All right? Expect perfect form, of course. All right, so this is our last exercise, so I do expect you to give it all you got. All right? I should have said the other one was easier. Why am I doing this? Okay. 10 reps. Try to match my speed here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, last one, 10. Oh, Jesus. That was brutal. Nice job, everybody. Let's stretch it out. So we're gonna be on our feet for these. Okay, so we're gonna head back to the, place my left hand back here. Whoop. All right, so what I'm gonna do from here, oh, Jesus. Am I back? Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, sorry. So what I'm doing is dropping my shoulder, ear, right ear towards my right shoulder. And you feel a nice stretch in your traps here. So the key with this one is, and I'm guilty of this, is I try to bring my shoulders to my ears. It's your ears to your shoulders. So drop the shoulders and pull down. You feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. Now what I'm going to do is from this exact same position, I'm going to turn my head down towards the floor. I'm sad. So I'm looking down and to the right with a turn of my chin. Good. Relax. Ease it up. That's a pretty intense stretch. All right. Other side. So it's right hand behind the back. Left hand grabs the head. Try to drop your shoulder, ear to the shoulder. And if you're not feeling it, again, try to bring your ear to the shoulder instead. Makes a big difference. Again, after so much pressing like we did today, we did easily 100 push-ups. You got to make sure you stretch your neck and shoulders. You're just going to be a wreck. Look down and to the left, again, like you're sad. And you'll feel that running into the neck here. And relax. Again, left arm out, grab behind the elbow, and I pull the opposite way. And again, I'm actively pulling. I'm not just grabbing it and that's it. I'm pulling as much as I comfortably can the opposite way. If you want to intensify it, you can look the opposite direction. Yep, looks good. Switch it up. Grab behind the right arm, pull the opposite direction, and hold. Try to take deep, slow breaths here. Good. Next up, we're going to stretch the forearms out. So what you're going to do is you're going to pray. Pray to the Lord. And you're going to keep your elbows fairly flat. Okay. Now from this position here, if you have tight wrists and forearms, you're going to feel this a lot. You're going to press the opposite way, or to the left. And you should feel deep stretch running into your hands, your fingers, your forearms, and then your biceps. So I'm off center. I still have my elbows up high though. So for those of us that type a lot or work at a desk job, which is kind of all of us now, this is probably pretty killer. If you do this and you don't feel much, great. That's probably a good thing, right? So if you ever find yourself doing stretches like, oh, I don't feel this that much, it's probably a good thing. Switch directions, opposite way. For me, it's not nearly as tight on this side. So I'm pushing across. Back center. Nice job. Next up, you're just going to place your hands forward. And you're going to pull back on the fingertips here. Again, you'll feel a nice stretch into your wrists and forearms. So just like our warm-up, You warm up the areas that you're going to work, you stretch the areas that you worked. So it really would make much sense. I know it sounds silly, but it is a very common mistake that people make. Like if we're doing tons of pressing, why are we squatting, right? Okay, back to the other side, the exact opposite. So down, just kind of like someone turned the power off on your hands, and press back. If you do end up having wrist pain in the future, try to remember these. These are lifesavers if you have carpal tunnel or arthritis or something. You've probably done these. Opposite hand, loosey-goosey, press down. And then the last stretch we're going to do is I'm going to use a wall, but you can do this on any stable surface. And I'm going to stretch my chest and shoulders. So I'm going to go with my right hand on the wall. And I'm going to, so you can see there, I'm going to shift my hips the opposite direction and turn. And again, be careful with this. This is an intense stretch. You should feel this into the shoulders and chest. It's very easy to overdo this one. Feel pretty nice though. Switch it up. I gotta go over here. Left. I'm a lot tighter on this side, so I gotta listen to my body on this. Ooh. About 10 seconds. And time. That is it. We went overtime. I feel like today went by really fast. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got, folks. That is it. Oh, a heads up before everyone leaves for my regular Zumba people on Wednesdays. Karen is not feeling great, so there'll be no Zumba this Wednesday at 4:30. Everything else, regular hours. What is today? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Yeah. So tomorrow at 12 is abs. For the cardio, you have cranky neighbors. I know, because we're jumping around a lot, so it is loud. I'm in the same boat, but I just don't care. See you guys. Cool. Well, if there's no objections to cardio Thursdays, we can just do that. No kickboxing. We're not bringing in any new classes. So what I'll try to do is, like if you were in class Thursday, I did add about maybe 15 minutes of boxing-ish, but it's not going to be a cardio kickboxing class. Yeah, regular class on Monday. Is it a holiday or something? I don't know the time anymore. Thanks, Sandra. Becky and I talked about how awesome you were, by the way.
Sorry, is there class on Monday? I forgot.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere.
There's class on Monday. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, class on Monday. Yep.
Do you know whether Lauren's going to have her class at 11 too? On Monday? 11 a.m.?
Say that again?
Do you know whether Lauren Updike is going to have her class at 11 a.m.?
Oh, she's with the whole U. I would imagine so, but I don't know. I have a meeting with her next. Oh no, that's next Thursday.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jeff.
Yep, no problem. Cool. All right, everybody. That's all I got for you. Have a good one.